All right, fantastic result for Barcelona right there. Struggled to make as many chances in the second half, but it was all 3 points for Xavi. Moving away from football now, we move on to basketball, where Kawhi Leonard had 14 points and 7 rebounds in his first game in 16 months. And the Los Angeles Lakers opened the season of sky-high expectations with a 103-97 victory over the LA Lakers last night. Paul George scored 15 points and John Wall added another 15 in his debut for the Clippers, who held on down the stretch to beat their more pedigreed LA rivals for the 8th consecutive time. The Clippers' high hopes for their first championship rest largely on Leonard's ability to return to elite form. Leonard and George are healthy now, alongside five-time All-Star John Wall, who provided an immediate spark in his first NBA game in 18 months after sitting it out last time in Houston with the Rockets. Meanwhile, Anthony Davis scored 25 points despite reduced mobility after a mid-game fall, while LeBron had 20 points and 10 rebounds in his 20th home opener of his career. Lonnie Walker scored 26 in his Lakers home debut at the Staples Center, and the Lakers dropped to 0-2, but still rallied from 2 large deficits and kept it close in the final minute, despite nightmare shooting performances from Russell Westbrook, who went 0 for 11, and fellow point guards Patrick Beverley, who was on a 1 for 7, and Kendrick Nunn, it was also 0 for 7 in their home debuts for the Lakers. The Lakers went 9 for 45 from the 3-point line. Joining me to talk about the NBA, the start of the NBA, previewing to the season, and of course the big game we saw yesterday at the Staples Center, is Precious Favor. Precious, good morning and thank you for joining me live on Plus Sports.
Yeah, good morning, Mr. Wale Agbede. It's a pleasure.
Fantastic.
Thank you for having me.
Fantastic to have you. Let's start off with the Battle of Los Angeles that we saw in the early hours of this morning. I think it's just befitting that we start with LeBron, who during the week joined a very hallowed chamber of just a few players in NBA history to have gone 20 seasons in the league. I think the most recent who has left now is Dirk Nowitzki. But LeBron now joins the 20-plus gang. What do you have to say about this guy? I mean, still top scoring for the LA Lakers at 37, 38 now.
Yeah, for me, it doesn't even look like it's year 20 already for LeBron James, because if you watch the game last night, the way he was moving, chasing down players, blocking shots, as in he was moving very athletic, it's kind of very unrealistic to expect something like this from somebody that is into his 20th year in the NBA season. This just shows that LeBron is a very great athlete and one of the greatest of our time.
All right, you are not going to drag me into the greatest of all time conversation this morning. Maybe we'll keep that for later on in the season. Let's see how well the LA Lakers do. But talking about the LA Lakers, before we go on to the Clippers, who have a very large burden of expectation on them this season. For the Lakers, what do you think will be their strategy this season? I think that going forward on the offensive, they are maybe a little bit short. Maybe they'll be relying a lot on their defensive action with LeBron. I mean, Russell struggled yesterday. Anthony Davis has been plagued with a lot of injuries in recent seasons. And, I mean, their new point guard, Patrick Beverley, struggled yesterday. What exactly do you think is the plan for the Lakers with this roster?
The plan is just to hold up till maybe December, where they can see if other teams have already decided to give up on their season, that is to tank, whether they can get anybody, because this roster, the way this roster is currently constructed, this team cannot go anywhere, I'm telling you. This team lacks shooting. But what I saw yesterday is they were active on the defensive end. But like LeBron said after the loss against the Golden State Warriors, the defending champion, he said this team lacks shooting. That it's not that this team have 40% shooters from 3. So they have to go out and try and get something. If not, this team will struggle to make the playoffs again this season.
All right. I mean, they did less than 40% from the 3-point line this morning at the Staples Center. But quickly moving on, time is fast spent. We have to round off the show now. But I said I was going to take you on the players who we should be expecting to be in contention for Rookie of the Year at the end of the season. There are some credible candidates already.
Yeah. So let's talk about the number 1 pick this year, which is Paolo Banchero. Just played one game into the Summer League. For those that don't know, the Summer League is the league after the NBA draft where all NBA rookies go in to showcase their talent. They play. That's the Summer League. So after just one game in the Summer League, the Orlando Magic that drafted him said they should shut it down. They've seen enough. That is to tell you that this guy is a complete player. He has the body of an NBA player, and he's just a rookie. He can score from anywhere on the court. He's already showing those glimpses on the defensive end of the ball. So this is to tell you that this guy is the real deal. He's worth the #1 pick by the Orlando Magic. Now let's talk about Jabari Smith. This was drafted by the Houston Rockets. Jabari Smith is also a very good player, can shoot the ball very well, and he's going to help this Houston Rocket team because this Rocket team is a very young team. They struggled last season. So I'm expecting a lot from Jabari Smith also. Another person that I'm expecting a lot that is also a rookie this year is Benedict Mathurin for the Indiana Pacers. This guy, for me, among all the rookies, this is the best ISO player among the whole rookies.
Precious. All right, Precious,
Yeah.
maybe we'll just take our top 2 today, right? We'll save the rest. Maybe we'll go at the top 5. You've mentioned the first 2, Smith and Banchero. So maybe we'll take the others next time that we'll have you on the show, which will be very soon, of course, with the start of the NBA already in place. So, Precious, thank you very much for joining me this morning. Unfortunately, time is fast spent.
It's a pleasure.
And we'll be having you on Plus Sports very, very soon.
Thank you. It's a pleasure.
All right. Thank you very much. That's all we can take this morning on the Plus Sports on Plus TV. If you, of course, were enjoying that conversation on the NBA, don't forget that you can, of course, enjoy more stories when you follow us on our social media channels on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And, of course, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel at PlusTvAfrica and PlusTvAfrica Lifestyle. You can also view us from Limex on www.limex.tv and Glow TV apps anywhere in the world. My name, of course, remains Wale Agbede. Thank you very much for watching.